Right, so today is my second year, really. I'm first day of the second year. And I'm going to have a little walk down Soi Buakhao from this far end and tell you how I feel about being here for a year and how it happened. See the guys in the background, they're burying all the cables under the ground. So yeah, they've been burying them under the ground that way. Not so many cables up in the sky. And they're working their way along here. Get off the busy road and be a bit quieter, but I'm guessing I've got my speaker on, so I think the background noise is taken out anyway. Lots of big inspection holes they do, so they can, I guess, get down if there's any problems. Anyway, so how was my first year in Thailand? Well, first thing to say was, when I came here, I hadn't been here for 10 years. And I kind of always swore I would never come back to Pattaya. But I was in Spain at the time. Some of my regular people know this story, but it's just a quick catch up. I was in Spain November time last year. Costing me a fortune. £100 a night accommodation. And I had two mates that were here having a little holiday. And so they were like, well, why don't you come and join us on holiday here? So I flew back from Spain and got on a flight and came to Thailand. My return flight was for December time, just before Christmas. And I actually changed it 3 times in the end. And it cost me 20 quid every time to change it, Qatar Airways. But it was a flight again, which I said maybe I was allowed to change it without any real major costs. It was an Air Miles flight, business class. So I changed it 3 times, 20 quid. And it was well worth it because it didn't go back till June. Now, it's clear and obvious, all of us, it'd be the same. Biggest thing I miss is family. Family and friends. Lifelong friends, some of them. 5, 10, 15-year friendships back in the UK. I've made a few friends here. Not that many, but I've made a few. But they are only, at the moment, 1-year friends. In fact, some of them are not even 1-year friends. So, it's not the same. And it's such a long way to go back to the UK. A couple of people had said to me things like, oh, why don't you pop home for a couple of weeks? Well, the problem with popping home for a couple of weeks is I don't have anywhere to live. I sold my only residential property many years ago, indirectly, so I could rent in Soho, London for 5 years, and also pay off 2 commercial mortgages on warehouses, which were where my business was run from. Now this week, on the same day, on the Friday, same day as my motorbike accident, my second warehouse completed, my last property in the UK completed, and I got all my house money back together again. So, the big question is, am I going to stay in Thailand, or am I going to go to Spain? As far as getting a bolt hole. And I think a bolt hole in Thailand is just too far away as a permanent address. My visa runs out in April, but I'll probably renew it because it's cheap as chips to renew it as well. I think it'd be under 300 quid when I renew it, but again, I'm guessing at that figure. But it won't be anything like I paid when I first got my visa. And then really I've got to time it to get back to Spain. There are 2 areas along Malaga coastline, Fuengirola, Torremolinos area. And the other area I know is up where my mate lives in Milpimeras, Fuengirola, just a bit further down from Torrevieja. So those are the 2 areas. And I've looked at Cyprus recently. Kind of looking for places that are going to be a little bit friendlier on tax, or especially crypto tax cap, because the UK have whacked that up now from 10% to 24%. So, as someone said to me, when I'd lost a substantial amount of money in my crypto, I didn't lose it because I didn't cash out, but when my pot went down 50%, government weren't there helping me or bailing me out or giving me any sort of support, but now I've made a profit at the moment, they want to take a quarter of it. That's the way it goes, I suppose. Now I'm just coming up here, I'll show you the visa place I used. Welsh boy Webby took me here to get my visa, and they are absolutely brilliant. They do your 90-day reporting. There it is. And there's the shop. So I've got to pick up my passport right now. I've done a 90-day report. Well, they've done a 90-day report. And it's on Soi Buakhao, opposite the Joker Bar, MoMA. It's easy to find. There you are. So I picked my passport up and I asked them for the second year how much is it to renew it. It's 12,500 baht. I'll put the conversion on the screen. And if I want multiple entry, it's 5,000 baht extra. So total cost would be 17,500. Whereas when I did it the first year, it was something like 37,000. Yeah. So it's well less than half the price. So my next report would be February time on the book. It's all stamped. And I don't know whether I'll go home. I've just got to time it right now to go back to Spain. And I think that's where I'll end up buying myself a bolt hole. Whether I become... Hello! Oh, not for me, thank you. I have bad shoulder.
Yeah, I have.
No, you can't touch. Broken nearly.
I can
I'm sure.
I can do stuff and do that.
I know you can. Yeah, do anything, they will. What was I saying? Yeah, so get a bolt hole in Spain. Maybe not even be a Spanish resident. I might look at becoming Thai resident. But I can do 2 lots of 90 days in Spain. If I've got a property there, I could be there 6 months of the year. And actually, I see nothing wrong at the moment with being 6 months in Thailand either. So, or even a few holidays or whatever. The only thing about with Spain, I think there's some, well, if you become a resident there, you're not allowed to be out of Spain for more than a certain time, and it's quite, it might be quite restrictive, which is why I think, well, maybe I won't be a tax resident, won't get a visa for Spain. I'll just stick with the 90 days twice over. Now, changing the subject like I always do, I got in at a bulk taxi from John Tien today for 91 baht, which is it's only just over £1, £2, yeah, £2. And the other night when I went home at 3 in the morning from here back to my condo, it was £2.40. So they don't bump it up after midnight. They don't really bump it up when they're when it's busy. So the bulk taxi thing is very good for getting about. Look, still have a liking. I might fancy doing 6 months in a little villa, paying more than I'm paying now. Get myself in a little villa. So living in Thailand, I've become quite used to it. I've become a bit too complacent on the scooter, I think. I think that was a good reminder for me to say, come on mate, you're getting a little bit like you're driving a bit like the Thais and you're getting too confident. So maybe that was a kick up the arse I needed. I did think I was going to sell it as soon as I had the accident. Now I'm not sure again. Certainly not going to sell it straight away. I'll have to just wait and see. Living here, eating out, weather-wise. I did see some people say that a couple of Western English guy, I think, saying that he couldn't bear the heat here. He's going back because he couldn't bear the heat. I don't know. I don't think it's that. April time it's hot, but the rest of the time it's not that hot, and you can be in the shade. Or you can go, like I go quite often, into Central Festival or Terminal 21 to get out of the heat. But cost of living, lack of wokeness. Let's not expand that too much, but yeah, those two things are really great. And I'm still eating out virtually every day. This is going to be the new steakhouse. A new steakhouse going up here. Yes, it was supposed to open. You get bloody run over just obviously in the road here. Never mind walking. Dirty Ranch is going to be called. Dirty Ranch opening soon, maybe. They've actually gutted out. This was the old. Here's the English ladies shop. I'll put it in the description. But that was their old place, and she's moved around the corner, and that's going to be at least a 2-level steakhouse. Looks really good. Nikki's. And she's actually moved just down here, look. So she's moved from that main road to here. And again, that's what I really like. I know my way around here. I know I could go to other places. I went to Hua Hin. Beautiful. But I stayed in posh hotels because that's what I do. And it cost me quite a lot of money. And now my warehouse, my last property is sold. That's Nikki's new place. The only money I've got coming in is my state pension, interest on my savings, and then half of those savings I'm going to have to buy a bolt hole somewhere. So I like being in and near to a big city, not in Pattaya. I'm in Jomtien, but you know, £1 or £2 to get yourself into town is no problem at all, is it? Across the road, Christ. I mean, this Soi Buakhao is without doubt the most dangerous, busiest road ever. So what else can I tell you about my time here? I only played golf once. It wasn't even that hot a day, but it was so humid. And I'm not really a morning person. I've got a friend, kind of newish friend, Aussie guy. He's in View Tally 6, I think it is, right in Pattaya here. And there's a big firework display coming up on the 29th. And he's invited me with a lot of his other mates to his condo, where the balcony overlooks the beach. And you'll be able to see the firework display, so that's absolutely brilliant. I've got 2 friends coming out this week, I think. H and Ted. And my 2 Thai brothers, Deep and Dave, they're coming out. Dave's coming out this week as well, actually. Deep's coming out about the middle of December. So I'll have 4 of my longer term friends out over Christmas and New Year. I do think I might get a car as well. I'm waffling now because that's kind of all I can really tell you. I'm not convinced I'm going to be living here for forever. And what's forever? But I think I will renew my visa, and I think could end up doing another complete year here, even if I buy my bolt hole in Spain. And I think I need to do that. So let's see what happens. Here we are at the hospital now. I'm walking to Hemmingways, meeting a mate who's over on holiday from Leeds. So that big bike there. Yeah, so well, the weather's in England. I mean, I like warm weather. I'm gonna say, why would anyone want to live there? But I love living in the UK. I really can't see myself buying a place in the UK though. For the funds I'd get a little 1-bed flat in Didcot, Oxfordshire, where my daughter lives. Or depending where I go in Spain, for the same money, I'd get a detached villa with its own swimming pool. So, and he could easily say, yeah, what do you want all that for at your age? Well, I like nice things, and if I'm going to live somewhere as a base, and I can afford that, that's exactly what I'll do. Cheap Charlie's coming up on the right. That guy in the little mobility machine, he's going the wrong way to the traffic. Should be on the other side of the bloody road. Ah, what can you say? I'm definitely in a routine of not going out to bars and not drinking beer quite a lot. So that's all good. I think once you're living here, it's totally different than being on holiday. I mean, he's away. Still on the wrong side of the road. He's on the right side of the road going down there, yeah. It's going to show you the exchange rate, but there was nothing on the screen. So, Juju's nightclub here. I've been in there a few times, about 3 or 4 times to be honest. I'm a bit worried about getting my shoulder knocked here, but I've got to be on this side of the road because at least I'm facing the traffic. If I had a bump on my shoulder, it would be absolute agony. So yeah, this little nightclub on Soi Buakhao, after about 2 or 3 in the morning, it gets pretty full. That's Soi Buakhao, Soi Chayapum. Hello. And this is family scooter where I got my scooter from on Soi Buakhao. Kung and his wife, brilliant people. Recommend it for rental, short-term rental if you're on holiday, or buying a bike and getting all the servicing done. Just really good place. Speaks great English, that's also important. And that's the other thing about being near a big city. There's not really a massive language problem here. Most of the places speak some sort of broken English, like I speak in my Thaiglish. Okay, Metro. That'll be lively in the evenings. So yeah, I'm going to walk down Soi Honey now. Corner bar, Honey Corner. Good place for people watching. Heading to Hemmingways. Gonna have a Falang meal, but that's another thing. I do eat still 60 or 70% English food. I'm happy with that. I'm comfortable with it. I like it. So the big thing I am going to look into is getting health insurance. At the moment now, my policy I had run out, so I'm self-funding. That little hospital appointment was cheap, really, 70 quid. Get X-ray, got seen straight away. No waiting about, no delays. And to know that it's not broken is a big benefit. I've already not got my sling on now. Taking the sling off today because the movement of my arm is pretty good. Look at all the people with no crash helmets on, eh? I've always worn a crash helmet every time I've been here. Interestingly, sometimes when I take my laundry from the condo to the little laundry lady, which is about 400 yards, I take the scooter and I sometimes don't put the bloody helmet on because I think, oh, and he's just going over the road. But of course, as we all know, most accidents happen that close to home. Hello. So yeah, most accidents happen at close to home. It's been a good lesson for me. Well, it looks an interesting place. King Kong Burger and Steak. Never ate in there before. Might have to give that a little look. And coming up on the left is Honey Boutique. That's where I stayed. I did a little review on it, and a couple of people have stayed there since. The rooms are fantastic, nice and big, clean, comfy bed. Try and get a room on the back of the building because then it's quiet. Otherwise, this street can be a little bit noisy. But there's Honey Boutique. I'll show it you in a minute. And it's on Soy Honey, obviously. That's the reception. And those are the rooms on the front. But as I say, I had a room on the back and it was so quiet. Absolutely brilliant. Fully recommend it. Can't remember what I paid, but...
I remember you.
Yeah? Ooh. They all say they remember you. I've never been in there, so... She don't really. And that's great that they got the lady's got the crash helmet on, but the little kid hasn't. Richmond Paul, now he's got a place in Soi Welcome. Is it Soi Welcome, John Tien? And they do a little fundraising thing and they donate helmets to the Thai kids free of charge. Brilliant. I need to get involved in that. In fact, I do need to meet him at some point because I've not ever met him. It's a little bit further out from where I live in Jomtien, I suppose. It'd be my only excuse, which isn't a very good excuse, is it? Welcome. I give them a welcome back. So I've enjoyed it. Let's round it up. I've enjoyed it a lot more than living in England. I've seen what central London's like, and I saw how central London was moving even in the 5 years I was there. So I have no real desire to go back there, and I can't afford to go back there anyway. Whereas I could afford to stay here forever if I wanted to and live a great life. So I'm comfortable apart from missing friends and family. So maybe that's the thing, you never get everything in life, do you? Anyway, we're coming up to, there's another nice hotel, the One Bay Breeze. Looks nice. We are right now by Hemmingways. Welcome. 10 o'clock tonight, Wolves are on. Oh. That's it. I'm going in. My mate hasn't read my message yet, so I don't know if he knows I'm here or not, but very much like Jomtien. It's lovely, it's aircon, it's comfy. It's 4:15, so the time's getting on really. So yeah, I don't have this very often. I haven't had it for a long time. Maybe only 2 or 3 times ever in the whole year I've been here. But because I'm not drinking, because I'm not driving, I'm drinking. Because I'm not driving and I've been in for 3 days and nights, we've had one of these. Asari. Now I've had Asari in members club in Soho, a friend of mine, and I was a member there for a year. I think it's £8 or £9 a pint there because it's a premium beer, but here 130 baht, £3 something, isn't it? Let's have a look, let's do a conversion. Yeah, it's all of £3.18. £3.18 for a pint of Asari. So I suppose that's the final thing about living in Thailand for a year. It's not the final thing, is it? But it's a really, really important thing. Affordability, friendliness, people You can have a laugh and a joke with anybody, whether it be the street cleaner, the woman who does the laundry, anything. Nine and a half out of 10 people smile and laugh, and they all seem happy. And let's be honest, that's not what's going on in Europe and the UK. So, am I staying here? Yeah, I'm definitely staying here. I'm staying here till the new year. I will renew my visa, I'm pretty sure, at that sort of cost. And I'll probably nip over to Spain and buy somewhere. There's a little bolt hole as well in the meantime, so stay tuned. Any recommendations to where I should buy in Spain? I like the train line from Malaga down to the coast, all along that area. You can get train all along that coastline, like Torremolinos and Fengarola, yeah. All those areas, there's a whole train system there. And it doesn't have it where my mate lives in Mil Primeros, which is like La Zenia area. But they're the two areas that I know. And I'm kind of run out of time to keep exploring new areas. So I think they'll be the two areas that I'll end up in. It's got quite a lot of Brits abroad, but not crazy and not madness. So that's about it, I think. Give me some thoughts and comments. Maybe I'm mad to go to Spain as well. I do have reservations about that. And to finish the day off, just to surprise everybody, I'm having Penang curry. It's quite spicy, quite hot. Chili. Am I going to show off? Wow. Good job I got a pint of Asari for £3 to wash it down. Really nice, but I don't have an inclination to eat too many more of them red curries, red chili. Thanks for watching. You caught me eating Thai food.